Shonga is out in Tembisa this morning covering the UN Kasi Road Safety Campaign. And we now cross back to her as she stands by with a guest. A very good morning to you again, Pearl. What's happening your side?
Thank you very much, Sims. Well, the message here this morning is quite clear. Slow down, hashtag save lives. That is the message that we've been hearing throughout the morning as we spoke to the Deputy Minister a bit earlier on. Now, Simpio, we've all seen the carnage on our roads and the devastating effects it's had on all our South African communities at large. And so I think that's the most important message that we need to be driving home to all road users throughout the country is to really slow down and save lives. There is nothing more important than ensuring the safety on our roads. And, you know, there's been plenty that's been done to raise awareness here and call upon South African road users to save lives by slowing down. But not just that, taking other precautionary measures such as avoiding road rage, not drinking and driving, and really keeping to the rules of the road. Well, right now I am joined by the chairman of Kasi Road Safety. His name is Zweli Mndebele, and of course the CEO of the Road Traffic Infringement Agency, Mr. Jaf Chue. I'll start with you, Zweli. Talk to us about the events that have been planned around this day.
Morning to your viewers at home. We're quite excited as part of the organizers to have this event. It's turning out to be a great event where we've spoken and organized all road users, different road users, the bikers, you've got the tow truck operators, you've got the ambulances, ordinary people that are using the road, to really spread the message of slow down, as the UN has put forward that let's have speed management. You know, the faster you are, the more risk you have and the inability to be able to control that vehicle. So we're just taking everything back and saying, slow down, take it easy so that we can all share the road equally.
And why the use of a convoy to drive the message home?
At the end of the day, all these road users are the ones that use the road. So when you bring all different road users into one space and drive the message to them, I think it would have that effect that we want, so that they all understand we're speaking from one voice.
All right, Mr. Chue, talk to us about your involvement and partnering up with this initiative this morning.
Yes, indeed. We, as the RTIA, are very excited about the strategic partnerships that we have with Kasi Road Safety, and we've undertaken this process together with Ekurhuleni municipality, the province of Gauteng. What is most important about everything we do is actually the message, and the more stakeholders we have to drive the message of road safety, the better we would be able to have the necessary success that we want. It's about empowering each and every one of the road users that we have, so that they understand their roles and their responsibilities and get to understand that whatever action they take might have serious implications. That's why, from the United Nations point of view, South Africa being an active participant, we have bought into this whole process to encourage people to be able to slow down and therefore understand by so doing we would be increasing the possibilities of saving the lives of ordinary South Africans.
Understand that when it comes to driver behavior, that's definitely been one of the most difficult challenges when we tackle issues of road safety. How then do we measure the success or effectiveness of these campaigns?
Yes, indeed. Firstly, we have to understand that the more experienced drivers are and the older generation, you are dealing with some of the bad habits that would have been inculcated over many years, many decades. And one of the biggest challenges that we have, if somebody commits a mistake while they're driving, the typical response sometimes becomes, hey, don't worry, I've been driving for the last 15 or 20 years, I've never caused an accident. It's not about your history of driving, it's about being aware to the intricacies during the time that you're driving. And how we'll be able to judge that success is by the way that people start understanding their responsibilities and how they express it, by being patient. And as Zweli has indicated, we want to be able to deal with issues to do with road rage, so that people start relaxing and understand that you will be able to get to your point of destination, even though you might be 4 or 5 seconds slower than you would have initially wanted.
Zweli, talk to us about young people who would love to come here today. What do they need to do and what is in store for the rest of the day?
Look, it's an exciting, it's the first of its kind. Bear in mind that it hasn't been done before, where you're bringing the bikers. At the end of the day, we're all losing a lot of lives. We're losing close members, and barring people is not good. So we say, let's come together on a day where we share and have some sport activities, and also move away from, your ordinary workshops where everybody just sits and talks. We are at the point where we don't want to talk more. We want to do more action. So that's why we're taking it to the streets. We're taking everybody on board. All the rescue organizations, like your tow operators, your ambulance guys, bring them on board, because they play a critical role in saving their lives. And that's the excitement we want to bring. And it's just a new perspective into this whole road safety strategy.
It's also something that's anchored by the active citizenry that we want, because we're taking our service delivery to the people in the communities where they live. And this is part of the reasons why we partnered specifically with Kasi Road Safety, because they actually providing the services in the communities where people are living. And you don't want to have people display an idealistic kind of behavior only when they're in certain areas, but in the vicinity where they're actually living. That's where we want them to understand they must protect their own lives and save the lives of other people.
Oh, thank you very much. Well, Sims, you've heard it from the two representatives, one from Kasi Road Safety and the other from the Road Traffic Infringement Agency. And I'd really like to say to everyone, it's all our responsibility out there to make sure that we do the right thing. And how you can start by doing the right thing is going on the UN Global Road Safety website and actually pledging to really start doing better on our roads. I've done that pledge. I did it from the very first day when this Global Road Safety Week kicked off on the 8th of May, and it will go up until the 14th. So everybody at home, everybody in studio, make sure that you sign up for that pledge. And I really like the fact that it helps one reflect on their own driving behavior. It's back to you in studio, Sims.
Now, Pearl, before I let you go, I certainly have signed up for that pledge. But then you've been there since 5 a.m. in this miserable weather. Tell you what, I'm going to ask our crew over there to organize with some freshly made fat cook and polony, eh?
Tell you what, I already had some tea and coffee with the deputy minister here earlier on, Sims. It simply did not think for my body. It's not helped me at all. It's still quite freezing, but I don't think anyone will be deterred by the very important cause that we've all gathered here for this morning.
Indeed. Pearl will certainly be in touch with you a little later on in the show. Thank you so much for your time.